You're about to witness sports mastery in the making. The only birdies and eagles you're likely to see are those flying overhead as you're about to watch me suck at mini golf. Hello and welcome to another edition of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf. Unfortunately, they play music in here because I walked through trying to find where the mini golf was. We're here at Trombetta's farm, Marlborough, Mass. I've been wanting to come here for a few years now. Here we are. So, pretty much, it's just let's get started. Unfortunately, like I said, because there's music, it's pretty much going to be a muted thing. It's in there. Let's get going. Hole number 1, par 2. As you can see here, it splits in two different directions. If you take the short path, it'll somewhat bring you to the hole, albeit off to the left. However, if you take the right side, it's a little banked and a little longer but more direct towards the hole. Here's the first shot of the day, and away it goes, taking the short end, bouncing off the wall. Bit of a weak shot, long way to the hole. This is for par. Here's the swing, and off to the right. Ooh, but pretty close. Doable for 1 over. This is for 1 over, and in it goes. Hole number 2, par 2. Again, we got a split decision. Take the left, meet our friends Mr. Rock, and head to the hole. Or take the slightly longer way, again, banked over towards the left. We got these hills over here. I'm sure you can see that. All the way to the hole. Of all the places for the rules to be, it's at the second hole. Anyway, absolutely no alcoholic beverages. Gathering of people doesn't matter. Please be considerate to others. No profanity. That's a new one, and that's a good thing. If the ball goes off the surface, 1-stroke penalty. Of course, standard here is 6-stroke limit, and you can move your ball 6 inches from any object if it's too close to something. And you don't start till people ahead of you finish, and the rest of them doesn't really matter other than do not swing the putters. Obviously, you shouldn't really do that. And now, back to the game and starting the next hole. Here we go. First stroke. Just barely got by the rock, over the embankment, and a long shot to the hole. This is for par. Up the hill and ooh, right by the hole. Very close for a 1 over. Going for the bogey, and that's what we get. Hole number 3, par 2. Of course, we start here. And we got some hills to contend with. And you want to go up the middle, and again up the middle, and pointing out the fake sand traps, which are just rougher carpet. And you get a 1-stroke penalty if the ball lands in there, which makes things even tougher. That's also a first. Anyway, go up the 2 little hills, right to the hole. But watch out for that rough over there. Here's the first shot. Up the middle, just like it needs to be, and ooh, right by the hole, and into the rough. This is going for par, and ooh, right by the hole. Fortunately, the ball just stopped rolling before heading downhill. Going for the bogey, and there's shot, ooh, so close to the hole. Over the bridge and the water, and here we are, hole number 4, which the flag is facing the wrong way, par 3. There, you could kind of see a 4 there. So we start here, and it banks ever so slightly, then it takes a sharp turn. You got 2 choices. You can go for the log, which points directly to the hole, or go to the side and take a less than direct approach. But of course you want the log, being that it points right to the hole. First stroke, and away it goes, off to the left, off the wall, and bouncing off the side of the log. Second shot through the fake log. Down it goes, bouncing off the corrugation, and went by the hole twice. This is for an easy par, and misses. Hole number 5, par 2. We start here, and it banks left immediately and goes down a big hill. But watch out for that spoked wheel. That could be a big problem. That's your big obstacle. Trying to get to the hole. First shot. There it goes. Angled at an advantage, going by the wheel. Set up good for par. This is for par. There's the swing. Finally, a good hole. Hole number 6, par 2. You got a split decision here. If you go to the left, there's a slight embankment and a slight downhill, or roly-poly if you go to the right. Neither is directly towards the hole. Whichever one is best is up to you. First shot, and towards the less roly-poly side, and set up good for a par shot. This is for another easy par, and not enough power. Hole number 7, par 2. You got 2 ways to go yet again. To the right, it's narrower, and to the left, a little more roly-poly yet again, but a little better shot to the hole. First shot, and over to the narrow side we go, and right by the hole, bouncing off. Not a bad shot. Second shot for par, and finally another one. Hole number 8, par 3. This one looks a bit familiar. If you remember the 202 from Orange, it's the same thing, except it's much smaller. You could either go over the bridge, or you could go under the bridge, as shown here. Once again, this is one where neither will get you to the hole any quicker, and there's where you will hopefully exit if you take the underpass to the hole. First shot, and under the underpass, and it comes out pretty close to the hole. First real attempt at a birdie shot, and right by the hole. This is for par. At least we got par. Hole number 9, par 2. Start in the middle, and then work our way up. But here's a challenge. We got 2 major dips. And if you go too far, you're going to wind up in the sand. And it's a big hill to climb as well. So the thing you got to do is hit it just enough to go over the first dip to get to the hole. First shot, got to go up this tiny hill. Over it goes, and down the hill, but not in the sand. Second shot, pretty tough. Way too much power, but it didn't go back down. Going for the bogey, and another weak shot. As you might be able to tell by the building itself, this used to be a greenhouse, and it has been converted into the 18-hole mini golf course. Anyway, this has not gone very well. It's not that it's really tough outside of the last hole, it's that luck was just not there. A lot of one-overs, a two-over, and especially a two-over on the last hole, being that you had to really calculate your shot or you will go way too far. So far, we have a 28, which is 8 over par. And as you can see in the lower right in the brighter green, 20 is the target. So how will the second half go? More of the same? Or is it going to change for good or for bad? Let's find out. Hole number 10, par 2. And we start over here. And again, we got two ways in which to go. The right side pretty flat. There's a dip that forces you to the left, but you got to watch out for Mr. Rock, as well as our friend Mr. Sandtrap, to get to the hole. Maybe the second half will go better. There's the first shot, taking it to the right, around the wall, set up pretty good for par. Going for par. There's the shot, and in it goes. Perhaps this is a sign. Hole number 11, par 2. This is the second one with an obstacle, and you might have noticed windows along the way. And just to show you it was a greenhouse, there are no physical windows in the openings. So we stick the golf club out to show you windowless openings. Anyway, we go up, and you got to see that in order to get a hole-in-one, or very close to the hole, you got to go right under the barrel. Or you can go to the sides and try to get somewhat close to the hole. First shot. And heading towards the center. Ooh, bounces off the leg of the barrel. That's tough. Very tough second shot. Bouncing off the walls. Setting up for a decent one-over. For bogey. And, ooh, right by the hole. For double bogey. And in it goes. Hole number 12, par 2. We start here in the middle. And we got to go around a fence, which covers a fountain. And you want to make sure that you don't hit the sides, because that's really going to screw up the trajectory of your ball trying to head towards the hole. First shot, aiming to the left, right in the middle of that opening, bouncing off the walls. Good shot for the hole. This is for par. There's the swing, and just by the hole. Lucky 13, par 3. We start here, and then we go up the big hill. But you got to be careful, because if you go too far, there's another big hill right at the end. It could send the ball right back where it came from. So you want to hit the middle ground where you cross this bridge, go down a hill towards this hole. First shot must be calculated. And it's bouncing off the side, but that was a good thing. It kept it from going too far. Second shot, pretty long, well lined up. Hill's taking the ball away. Lined up for par. This is for par. And finally, another one. Hole number 14, par 2. You got two choices to go. The long way, which has a little dip at the end, doesn't take you to the hole. Or you could take the barrel, which somewhat brings you to the hole, but a little off to the side. But there's your target. First shot, and going down the more cautious side, pretty close to the hole. Not a bad shot. Going for par, and ooh, so close. Hole 15, par 3. You have two holes in which to aim for. You've got the one on the left, obviously, and the one on the right. But which one is best? You also have this hill and the sand trap that could bring your ball down to a pit in which you have to fight your way back up to those two holes to recover. And then as you can see here, one will bring you very close to the hole, the other not so much into the rough. First shot, aiming for the hole on the right, and ooh, so close. Second shot, into that hole, down it goes, and ooh, in and out. For par, there it goes. Hole 16, par 2. You start down here, and then it's just an obstacle-laden course. Plenty of rocks to avoid, as well as the deadly sand trap. Lots of roly-poly hills as well. To the hole. First shot, going between the rocks. Ooh, but it just clipped the one next to the sand pit. Second shot, taking the long way around. There it goes, bouncing off the back. Set up decently for a one over. This is for par. There it is. Ooh, right by it. Here's the swing, and in for a double bogey. Hole 17, par 2. Here's where we start. Another obstacle course here. This time we got hills and another spoked wheel to avoid. So you want to go to the right and work your way towards the hole. First shot, angled for a better approach. And it works quite well. Lined up decently for a par shot. This is for par, and in it goes. Hole number 18, par 2, and a very difficult one at that. You got to go up the big hill and the back, which then hopefully the ball will come right back down to the left of the rock, which then has another angle aiming it towards the hole, which is on a small hill of its own. First shot, there it goes, up and around the banking, and crashes into the wall without any further progress. Second shot, very difficult to get to the hole, over the embankment, and then that's where it went. And now is a good time to mention that a ball in water is a one-stroke penalty. This is for bogey, and ooh, right by the hole. A double bogey, and no. Boy, was that last hole a train wreck. That really wrecked things. Although we got another 0 on this second half compared to the first, we still had a couple of 2-overs, and again, that really hard par 2, which kind of makes Mason's look kind of easy in a sense. 3 over. So we got a 57, which is 17 over the par of 40 for which the course is designed, as shown in the lower right again. So I would say that my performance here was bad. I will honestly say, for the most part, it wasn't because the place was difficult, although especially 18, there were a few holes that were. It was just simply bad luck and just was underperforming. So, yeah, most of the difficulty is pretty much I just didn't perform today. And that will conclude this edition of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf from Trombetta's Farm in Marlborough, Massachusetts. This is Georgia 551 saying hope you enjoyed and have a good one.